basically the metaverse, it's basically a next iteration or subset of the internet. And it is a fully immersive virtual reality. And so both two-dimensional and three-dimensional. And the term metaverse originated in 1992 in a science fiction novel called Snow Crash, as a mixture of meta and universe. And really, metaverse is the term that the industry has adopted to represent virtual reality and also augmented reality. And that's why Facebook renamed themselves to Meta, because they made a bet that this would be the future of the internet.
Actually, I would extend to one thing and mentioning that it is definitely metaverses. So it's like a plural. And as you stated out, there are a lot of companies currently embracing metaverses and coming up with their own solutions. The key part is that those metaverses might be connected in the future. So just imagine that you have some sort of portal and you can basically jump between those different virtual as well as augmented worlds. And maybe as a last example, a metaverse could also be something like a mirror world, which is replicating the real world. So basically everything that we have just in front of us could actually exist in a metaverse as well as a copy or as a mirror. So that would be something that I add to the conversation here.
Use case is really, I think, really important for this. I think interesting that, perhaps one we can discuss, Axel, the recreation of real world experience in the metaverse, kind of challenge how useful we think that's going to be. I really think there's potential opportunities in taking a step back in problems we have across different industries, whether that's health or science or social, financial, and rethinking how to create specific environments to help solve those issues, taking a step back. I think with purpose, it can be really powerful, but recreating social kind of lounges or something for people to interact in is fun, but I'm not sure how much that will really serve a purpose, especially with the potential of this technology. And what you guys think?
I would actually like to add there as an example, replicating something that really exists. Let's have a look at real estate. And there's a company called Metamundo, and they basically offer you an architectural piece as a nice building or house, and they sell it as an NFT. So that you usually know for selling or buying art NFTs, like those little images like Bored Ape Yacht Club and others. But in that case, you have like a 3D object, and you can basically open that 3D object and build your house in different metaverses like Decentraland, Spatial, and Sandbox, and a couple of others. So they replicated something real, which is a real estate piece that you can walk through and reuse it in the different metaverses. Nevertheless, we have probably read that BlackRock just announced that they will tokenize their asset classes, or a lot of asset classes, and that could also be the replication of real objects like within real estate. So just imagine how that can be extended into the metaverse as well.
Yeah, I mean it's an exciting space, and obviously adoption is the biggest issue. We know that gaming has been a primary use case for two-dimensional and even the three-dimensional experiences. For me, my aha moment came when I was playing around with my son's Meta Quest 2 headset, and coming into AltSpace VR and chatting with people. And this is coming off of 2 years of near endless Zoom meetings. And what I noticed is that the experience of talking to people in the metaverse was a net value add. It felt different. It felt more human, believe it or not. than being on a Zoom call. And so for me, the business application of the metaverse came to light, and I thought, gosh,
Absolutely.
you know, if you can have a net more human experience using this kind of technology, then I think it will deliver business value, which will ultimately be the biggest driver, I think, in the world of business.
It's a great opportunity for me to say thank you to Accenture for creating this environment, our winter wonderland, and recreating our campfire. It's absolutely fantastic. So thank you to you and your team.